Hey everyone, Bombshell Summer here, and welcome back to our Port Promise Dream series. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for this video because it is going to be a voiceover. When I recorded this, I thought it was fine. The audio came out trash. I've since then gotten way better headphones, so we will not have this issue. But let's jump in. So we are at work with Valeria. We are at Port Promise Salon. If you did not get to see the intro video where we did the tour of the salon, we did Valeria's backstory. Go back and watch that video. I have a playlist here for this series. But basically, we're at work with Valeria. Where we left off last time, Valeria has a sinus infection. She is going through it, but she is still really excited because as of last episode, she is a notable newcomer. Last episode, of course, being her intro story. Basically, she did a celebrity's hair and makeup, and that put her on a notable newcomer list. So she is feeling really motivated and ready to grind. But what is not shown yet, one of her mood lists, I think it's the one where she's like embarrassed with a little bag over her head, is she has already been dragged in the press, y'all. Even though she's a notable newcomer, still climbing up the charts, nobody knows her yet. She is all over the blogs, and the blogs talking about how she's out looking crazy because she's sick, and they're like, Valeria suspected of having some kind of disease. Like, it's crazy. I forget what the notification said, but one of the sentences in it was like, this is a violation of privacy. What about HIPAA? So Valeria is really in her feelings about this and just isn't sure what to do. Obviously she wants to be in the limelight. Her goal is to be a celebrity stylist, but at what cost? So she really wants to sue for slander. If you have not used this mod, this is the Celebrity System mod. There's an option whenever the paparazzi talks bad about you to sue them. And it costs $2,500 to sue. So our goal at this work shift was to do enough heads, enough faces to sue for slander. The risk in that is if we lose this case, we not only have to pay that fee, we have to pay more money. We have to pay damages and legal fees for the other people. But if we win, we will get that as well. Additionally, in our game, it's a holiday. It is tax day, which is another mod by the same creator, Kiera Sims 4 Mods. She made both of those mods. It's tax day, so we have to also file our taxes. So we need an additional $200 to file taxes. Then we have to hope that we don't owe any money. So this episode has a lot going on, but like I said, Valeria, she's a working girl. She's focused. You can see her mood has changed. The first mood that you see with the little like smiling lips is actually about her love for makeup and beauty. She has a beauty lover trait. So she not only loves doing makeup on herself, she loves doing it on others. She loves all things like hair, beauty, pampering. So when she gets in her zone, she's like into it. What was fascinating to me, and what I believe I edited this out already, is that in between clients at her work shift, she kept wanting to talk to one of her coworkers, Malik. And I couldn't really understand what was happening there because prior to even starting this series, I had her do 2 work shifts so that I could just make sure that I knew how to use the mod. Because side note, one of my pet peeves is like watching some videos and I feel like the person has no idea how it works. And I'm like, that's mad annoying to watch somebody have to sit there and figure it out. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't me. And I made sure she met all of her coworkers because I wanted her to have like a really tight community in Port Promise and Evergreen Harbor, because like in my head, Evergreen Harbor is like a small town. There's the 3 key neighborhoods, but that's really it, right? And so in those types of towns, everyone knows each other. So I had her get connected to everyone. And for the most part, everybody had positive first impressions, but I didn't see anything about like sparks flying. But apparently our girl has a bit of a crush. So right now it's harmless. They haven't flirted or anything, but we definitely have to see how that changes. So this guy in the corner here, this is Malik. This is her interest, So we will see where it goes. But you can see that Valeria's workday is going really well. She's making her coins. Like she's getting people in and out of these chairs. She is not playing no games. So we are good to go. Her work day is about to end. What I love about this mod is that like you get a flat fee for just being at the salon. So you get a couple, $100 a day. I think it's like 200, but then you get paid for each head you do. And if you do multiple services, you get paid multiple times. So that's really, really cool. So you're seeing here we earn like $200 for the day. And we've made, in addition to that, we made a bunch of money from doing heads. So now we have enough money to go ahead and sue for slander. So we're back home and we've gone ahead and like, nope, we're going to City Hall. We are going to sue. We are not playing these games. So fingers crossed. And it looks like we are back. I fast forwarded this a little bit. And so for the slander case verdicts, we have won. So you can see here, the judge was on our side. We've been paid back our money and we got damages. So our account is now at a little over $7,000. When we left for work this morning, we barely had enough money. We barely had $2,500. We probably were at like $2,200. So we're in a really good space. So we're going to have Valeria just freshen up a little bit, like use the restroom, get ourselves together, and then she's going to go and do her taxes before the day ends, because you see that holiday is up there and we just do not want to have that on our mind for the rest of the day. So I actually really like that mod. So the file taxes mod is separate from the holiday. So you can have the file taxes mod and you can file taxes at any time. It's accessible through like the little phone app, but Kiara really recently released it where it can now be a holiday tradition. So I just went ahead and added it in my calendar in my game every spring that it's just tax day, just like we have lottery and things like that. And I just like the added realism. So it costs $200 to file your taxes, and your Sims can either get a refund or they can owe money. So the only other time I've used this, my Sim got a refund. I'm hoping Valeria gets a refund because she doesn't make that much money, but we'll see. She's also like, when you do hair, you're like a freelance worker. Side note, this text message just coming in is a real hateration text message, considering the person that just texted us, Stephanie, she literally connected us to the celebrity that we got really close with, Aaliyah. So I don't know why she's hating from outside of the club. I don't know if she's mad because the day we did Aaliyah's hair, Aaliyah popped up at our house, and then 30 minutes later, Stephanie popped up at our house. They were both uninvited. So I don't know if Stephanie was like following Aaliyah or if Stephanie just was honest and truly popping up and just was like, why my best friend in your house? Like, I don't know. Like maybe she was like offended that we were hanging out without her, but I don't know. I have to figure out what that's about. Going back to this though, our taxes were rejected, so we definitely owed money. So it is a blessing that we won our case because we would not have had any extra money. So Valeria is going to end a very long day with some air fryer food, something greasy and delicious, because our girl done worked the whole shift. She's done been to court. She's gotten shady text. Okay, she's had to pay money to the IR or the Sims RS. I was gonna say Sims IRS. Sims RS. She deserves a greasy meal. Okay. So she's going to eat and then basically go to bed. She has to be at the salon pretty early, so she does not play when it comes to getting her rest. So with that, we're going to go ahead and transition into the next day. And within the next day, she is already up, freshened up, showered, all of that. She is actually, I think I fast forwarded this already. Yeah, I fast forwarded this already. So she is actually already back from work. We didn't actually go to work with her today. I didn't want this episode to be too long, but it's the middle of the week and Valeria's just feeling really good. So we're going to go out tonight. I know it's a Wednesday. I know it's the middle of the week, but Valeria's like, look, I've been through it. I want to drink. I want to go to the bar. So we're going to head down to the bar that's pretty close to the salon in Port Promise, where Valeria actually used to work. So she's just getting her cute little selfie in. She's feeling herself before she heads down to the bar. But again, this is where Valeria worked before she finished beauty school and decided to pursue being a salon owner. She would take care of her parents early in the daytime. She'd work at the bar at night, and that's basically how her bar tips is how she saved enough money to move out on her own, get an apartment, put down the deposit necessary for her parents to go to the retirement home. And thankfully, we're going to say their Sims public aid kicked in to cover the rest of the bill. But like this bar is where she was able, that this bar basically was an investor in her dream. So she kind of has this like love-hate relationship with it. She's like, I don't miss being here, but at the same time, this place helped me, So this is the bar that came with the pack with Eco Lifestyle, but I did go ahead and redo the back room. The back room only had like a couch in it, so I just put some CC games, like a whack-a-mole game, a claw machine. I put a slot machine. They can actually gamble and win or lose money there. The card table, they can actually play blackjack with that, with the Explorer mod, the ping pong table, a dart game. If you remember from the intro, Valeria is competitive, so she's all about games. Okay, she's all about winning. She does not hold back. So that's, she really likes being here and playing those games. So she's gonna go ahead and order a round of beers for the group. So she's invited out her coworkers. She's invited out Stephanie, Harmony, and Malik. I can't remember if there's one more person that came, but I know for sure it's those three. So we're going to go ahead and treat everybody to a round of beers with our settlement money. And we're just going to like relax a little bit. Our first order of business, though, we need to check in with Stephanie. Like, we need to pulse check and see if she's just having a moment or do we really have beef. So we're just asking her about her day, like how she's feeling, just making sure that we're good, because we still like Stephanie, but we've got to make sure that Stephanie still like us. So we're just chilling with our friends and just having a good time. All right, so after doing a pulse check with Stephanie, it seems like everything is good. We have chatted up Malik, and we've invited him to play a game of darts with us in the back room. Now, I told you, when I opened up the relationship panel, it actually says that Valeria's sentiments towards him is crush, but she perceives him as unattractive. So I don't know what that's about. By the time this episode goes up, because I had to do so much editing, I've already done the cast makeover, so Malik does not look the same in this episode as he will moving forward, or as he did in that cast episode. But she thought that he's unattractive, but she has a crush on him. So I don't know what Valeria's taste is. But anyway, she's interested, but her career is like her priority. Again, her goal is to get up out of Port Promise. You know what I'm saying? So right now she's just living in the moment. She's having a good time. And just know our girl is not up here about to be all cutesy trying to pretend like she don't know how to play. She's about to show Malik what she's made of when it comes to playing darts, okay? Like, she is not gonna hold back on him. And so of course they're just chatting it up. They're doing a little bit of flirting. You know how it goes. And like I said, Valeria won. Like, no surprise there. But of course, she's in a super flirty mood. So she's going to shoot her shot. She's like, look, I'm feeling good, okay? I've had a beer. I won a game. I've been winning all week. I'm winning in life. I'm just going to shoot my shot and we'll see. Even though she's feeling real bold right now, she knows if this goes awkwardly, she is going to feel so embarrassed at work tomorrow. So we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that he responds to our advances and just kind of see where it goes. Because like I said, up until now, they haven't been flirty. They've just been friendly, but it looks like he's feeling her too, because they now have some sentiments and they have a romance bar. So we'll see where this goes. All right, so it's the next day. Valeria decided to stay home from the salon today and actually to do some freelance clients. So she's going to post on her social media that she's available today for some quick weaves, some blowouts, wash and goes, touch-ups, makeup. She's just going to post, and we're using the Sure Brilliance app to get her freelance clients. But we're not even going to show that right now, because as Valeria is getting ready, she did one client. I didn't leave it in, though. This video is going to be too long. She gets a text from Celebrity Aaliyah, and basically this text says, hey, I just saw your IG post. I have a last minute gig tonight. My management books, because we use the Road to Fame app and they do get last minute gigs. I got a last minute gig and I have no makeup. Like, can you come to Del Sol Valley? You know, he was thirsty and said yes. We went and bought our bus pass and we popped up, and Aaliyah, look at this dream house that Aaliyah lives in. I actually grabbed it off of the gallery. It's literally a Barbie dream house, and it has the nerve to be a 1-bedroom. Like, I stand. So we're at Aaliyah's mega mansion, just feeling like awestruck, awe-inspired, like literally can't believe that we're here. Like, she lives in the pinnacle of like Hollywood, Del Sol Valley, like the fame. So we're gonna go in. We're not gonna fangirl. We're just gonna go in and be as professional as we can be. But we're still, again, awestruck over this house. Like, look at how beautiful it is. Like, she has all of her accolades out on her fireplace. She has her degrees up, her pictures. Like, Aaliyah is everything, okay? Like, she's everything. We very much stand her in this household. So we over here being nosy looking at our trophies, but we're going to go ahead and head upstairs and get set up so that we can get her ready to go for this concert and we won't hold her up. So off camera, I did chat a little bit downstairs, but you guys didn't miss a thing with that. This is me kind of giving you a little bit of a tour, but this show is not about Aaliyah just yet. So we're going to set up our chair and we're going to go ahead and offer her some makeup services. And this is going to be a little butcher because I literally kept pausing every 2 seconds to take screenshots because I thought that this was so nice. But can we talk about this view for a second? Like, that view of Del Sol Valley behind us was like insane. Literally insane. So anyway, so let's get her in the chair. Let's go ahead and get this face beat. Let's get her ready for this concert. Putting the setting powder on so she doesn't, get all sweaty during the show, or her makeup is run. She'll be sweaty regardless if she's dancing. But gonna go ahead, get that setting spray out. Got that NARS or that Urban Decay, actually. Just making sure we're using the best quality products, providing a great experience for her. Double checking to make sure she's blended. Might have missed a spot. And we leveled up in our cosmetology skill, which is also really, really amazing. So we're going to finish her up, and we're just chatting with her a little bit too, not being too invasive, but at the same time being friendly, trying to get to know her a little bit more, because obviously, she's I think she's a B-lister at this point. She's among the stars. Like, she's even, rumor has it, dating a global superstar. So if we get in good here, we can get put on to all the other celebrities. Now, of course, Valeria is a good person, right? Like, she's all about her career, but she's not a user, so that's not her goal. But she's trying to figure out, like, how do I navigate between actually being like her friend, like building a relationship with her, but then also thinking about business, right? Like, how can I become her go-to stylist? And then how can I get her to introduce me to her friends without her feeling used, right? So she has this dilemma, and we have to see how this plays out. But right now, we're just asking for some selfies for our Instagram. And she's like, girl, of course, like, you already know, you came through for me last minute. I called you an hour before and like, you popped up. You can take all the pictures you want. Not to mention, she paid us and she tipped us really, really well. So we are going to go ahead and get our pictures. This picture right here, I loved it. I wish I had installed the plum fruit mod, because the phone quality, picture quality is so much better when you're using that mod. So I've gone ahead and put it in my game now, but I wanted a full body shot. And so before we leave, we're like, you know what? We're a little shy, but we're going to ask anyway. Can we have a selfie with you in it? Like, because we don't have any pictures with her. We just pictures of her, right? So we want to get a picture with her, like, oh, just leaving my client's house, because we want to start using that language. Like, hey, we make house calls. We do faces for events. Like, we're going to use this as part of our marketing. And they just look so cute together. Like, absolutely love it. So after this, Valeria just packs up. She's like, girl, I'm about to get on my way. Good luck tonight. I know you're going to do a great job. Like, don't even worry. I know you said it's a last minute show, but you're going to do great. Hyping her up a little bit. And I think I was trying to see if I could give her a hug, but I don't know if I was able to find that interaction or not. So with that, we're just going to get ready to head out because, you know, Valeria got to take 2 buses and a train to get back to Evergreen Harbor. Like, we gotta go, okay? We cannot be here all day. And I wanted to insert this clip because I actually said this in the original recording, and then literally caught a clip of her running, and it looked like she running for the bus. Anyway, y'all, so that is it for today's episode. Our girl is back home. She on a computer. She researching, trying to figure out how she can keep going with this brand, with this business. She is feeling fired up and motivated. So make sure, if you have not already, subscribe to this channel, like this video. We have more episodes coming. I'm getting ready to edit the next one as we speak to continue following her journey. And if you have ideas for this series, please come. Look who calling. And why he calling about somebody else? Like, he needs to be calling and asking us out. Like, what? Anyway, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I and Valeria will be back with more. Thank you so much for watching.